The process of creation may be considered to be like a great wave of fullness which rises up to realize itself, to know itself, and in this process it curls, creating a hollow space, an empty space within itself. Fullness locates the value of empty within its own nature. Through this curling process of fullness, locating emptiness, sea spray gets released. Tiny droplets, 81 droplets. Out of these tiny seed droplets, creation emerges.
The great wave, just like an ocean wave, when it crests, it releases a mist of sea spray. So if you think of an ocean wave, when it crests, it curls, it creates that hollow inside, and a mist of sea spray, tiny droplets of the ocean, get released. Likewise, the great wave also crests, and when it does, when it curls upon itself to know itself, it creates a hollow, the great empty. During this period, as the great wave does this, a mist of tiny droplets, remnants of the great empty, traces of empty, get released. Those traces of empty, well, all of creation emerges out of those traces of empty, the 81 seeds of creation. That's why they're important. When this happens, sound emerges. Primordial sound, sonic absolutes. These are the traces of empty sounds of creation. Toes of creation. The traces of empty sounds of creation. Now, why is this important to us? It's important because we can use those toes of creation, the traces of empty sounds of creation, these primordial sounds. We can use them not only to enliven the great wave, but we also benefit personally from this. We receive a personal benefit when we enliven the toes of creation. Enlivening these sounds purifies and strengthens the outer material layers, drawing upon the eternal light and limitless energy of the source of creation. So this is what the great wave is. This is how it releases these traces of empty. This is how those traces of empty lead to the 81 seeds of creation, and in so doing release sounds, primordial sounds, traces of empty sounds of creation. And we can enliven those traces of empty sounds using the Song of the Spheres and thinking those specific sounds. So now let's take a look at the personal benefit of the toes of creation. There are 24 sounds that will be most closely affiliated with you, most closely related to you. These are your personal sacred sounds. They are grouped into 8 sets of 3 sounds. And those 8 sets deal with different areas of your life. Those 8 sets are inception, reflection, education, success, love, abundance, health, and curse. Inception, this will enhance your life. Reflection, this will protect your life. Education, this will enlighten your life. Think of it as a flashlight to help illumine the path back to the source. Success promotes your position in life. Love nourishes your life. Abundance expands your experience of life. Health. This is a seed promoting and restoring balance on all layers, influencing physical form. Finally, curse. This seed releases curse, addiction, trauma on the emotions and forms of physical disability. It may present itself in the material form of addiction, depression, or an abundance of obstacles and challenges. Those are the 8 areas, the 8 sets of 3 sacred sounds, personal sacred sounds, that will be most relevant to you. When you enliven your personal sacred sounds, this is going to give you the greatest benefit possible from the toes of creation. So, how do you enliven the sacred sounds? To enliven the sacred sounds, you introduce the Realm Lord sound, you spin the song, then you introduce the 3 sacred sounds associated with that seed. So it's very simple to enliven the sacred sounds, to enliven the toes of creation. How do you discover your personal toes? Those 24 personal sacred sounds that will be most relevant to you in your life. Well, we have teachers who have been trained specifically to be able to instruct you in those sounds. So you contact us and we refer you to a teacher who will then train you, who will instruct you in those personal sacred sounds.
We thank you for joining us on this journey to Mount Kailash. We have enjoyed every step of sharing this incredible experience, and we hope that you have received some taste, some feeling of the profound nature of this ceremony of nectar at the mountain Kailash.